my introduction to the Spire just as a refresher. So as you approached, you saw a 20-foot high, irregularly shaped spur of rock jutting out of the tundra ahead of you. Its smooth and shiny surface cannot possibly have been worn down by the wind. No, this protrusion looks utterly out of place, as if it had been thrust into the ground. You have climbed down a small tunnel in the ice to a room down below.
The room down below has like a door with like a brick wall, and it's like in the ice and stuff, right?
Yes.
Just 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I have to blow my nose.
Where are you running off to, Dale? It's a tunnel, not a...
Oh, why is there an opening over here?
Fine, let me fix it.
So what's up? Sorry. Did we make a decision? We're just going to kick in the door? What's the plan?
Oh, the door is open. I can just open it up. It's unlocked.
Oh, this does not seem like a good idea.
Let me give you your description for the room as you
blast through and just open the door without looking around.
Yeah. So the slippery tunnel opens into an upside-down room, the contents of which are coated in frost. Across from the tunnel is a wooden door that's flush with the ceiling, which used to be the floor. The door is ajar, and flanking it are 2 identical stone statues that hang down like stalactites. Across from the statues are sconces with upside-down flame burning in them.
This is quite odd. Why is everything upside down in this room?
I'm truly not sure.
Who's this?
That's no one there. That's generic adventurer number 1. But gives you an idea of what the room and such sort of looks like. With the upside down
weird.
And everything.
That's weird. Where's the statues? Man. That's weird. Well then, shall we continue onwards?
Yes, I suppose we shall. This is quite the strange place.
I figure we'll just keep walking around opening doors.
Alright, you walk into that first room there. It contains a bunch of shattered and jumbled equipment, much of it near 2 heavy wooden work tables, one on its side and one upside down. Let's see, you looked into that second room there as well.
Yes.
Floor of this room is covered with shards of glass, frozen pools of spilled fluids, and the wreckage of 2 cabinets. In a niche in the far corner of the room, a metal chest is bolted to the ceiling, its lid locked. You should be able to click on the door there, Biltram. Little door icon.
Oh, you click on it. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't highlight it first. Cool.
Good thing I've got shoes on. Anybody able to open that chest on the ceiling there? Point to it.
I can try.
Give it a shot. See if you can get it to open up.
It's locked?
It is locked, yes.
Okay.
So, check with thieves' tools.
Let me see. I don't know if I have these tools. I'm proficient in them, but I don't know if I have them.
can always just hit it a little bit. It might break open.
Your uh your background would have
Yeah, that's what.
given them to you, so
That's what I thought too. Wait, is it? I don't know how to make a check with it because I'm clicking on it.
yeah, let me see what the let me just drag some thieves tools onto your
Okay.
character sheet, because that might do it.
Yeah.
Thieves tools.
Will it add my bonuses and stuff?
Dexterity, proficient. Yes, it should now add. Yeah, if you click on it in your inventory now, it should roll correctly. We'll check that it does, but should be good.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice. So it didn't matter what your proficiency was, huh?
So, you stick your picks in there, and it seems that the frost has made this surprisingly easier. I have damaged some components inside, but you stick your picks in, wiggle it around a little bit, and the lid just pops open.
Nice.
Now, being that it's on the ceiling, the contents begin to fall. Who's by or underneath the chest?
Must catch them.
Yeah,
I
I'd
don't know where's
probably
the
be
chest at?
right underneath.
Yeah, Tora would be right there for sure. It's
Make
probably
sure I'm
not.
like a step away.
That'd probably be the farthest away, I guess.
Yeah, so
I'd be trying to catch stuff.
So Tora and Dalar each give me a dexterity saving throw. Or two of them if you want to try with one with each hand.
Yes.
All right, that is rather impressive. Let's see. Where'd it go? Give me just a moment here, and I will drop some items in your inventories. Maybe. Okay, yeah, that works right. That one. That one. That one. And that one. Alright, you should now Have some unidentified items in your inventory. They are potions, all 4 of them. They all look a little bit different.
Okay.
You're welcome to relabel them as unidentified potions if you'd like. But otherwise, they'll just sit there as unidentified items for now until you identify them or drink them.
I'll save these for later.
All right.
Well then, shall we get going?
It doesn't look like any familiar potion that we'd know about.
It is not something that you have seen before.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find some descriptions, though, at least, so you've got something to go off of.
I must say, those are quite the impressive catches. I did not expect you all to be able to manage that.
I've got many tricks up my sleeve. You never know what I'll pull out next.
So it would seem, and now you have a few more, just bottled up quite nice and unlabeled.
Yes. I guess we'll see what these tricks are later.
Okay, so, one of them has a, rather, bright green and bubbly look to it.
I'll say I grabbed that one.
I do not remember which ones I put into whose inventory, so...
I thought they were all this. You just.
They're all
I thought
showing
they
up
were
as
all.
unidentified, but that's because I hid what they were as items, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's one of the things I like about Foundry is one of the plugins I have basically hides magic item stats from you, but they still exist from my end, so I can, when you identify them, I can press a button and it automatically reveals it without having me to keep track of what it is.
Can you tell which ones you gave to me so I can write down what mine looked like?
Let me see if I can. Under a tab here. Oh, I've got a peek button. That's nice. All right. Dalar's got one that's bright green and bubbly.
It's mine.
Your second one, Dalar, is like a frosty blue and opaque, shimmery sort of thing. Tora, one of yours is bright red and orange, almost glowing.
Okay.
And then the other one is rather clear, but also bubbly.
Okay. Got it. Alright, is that all in this room?
That is the extent of interesting things in that room.
Let's open the next room. Nothing fucking in here.
Let's see, what is that? That is area 3. Tall bookshelves affixed to the outer walls have spilled their contents onto the ceiling-turned floor. A large table lies on one side, one leg broken. A 5-foot wide tunnel in the floor to the east leads down.
Oh, that hole.
That hole.
But you mentioned there was a table with a broken leg. That seems oddly specific. I want to take a look at that.
Okay.
You were wrong.
Investigation.
It's not important.
How did this leg break? Why is it broken?
You're not sure if this leg that's laying right next to this table missing a leg came from the same table.
Hey guys, I left my ruler at home. Is this the right leg?
I don't know.
Biltram and Tora, you look at it and it's obviously the same leg from the same table.
It's obviously the same leg.
Oh, it doesn't seem quite right.
I would agree. It seems it's just an old table. I'm going to take
Doesn't taste right.
You get a nice oaky flavor from it.
It doesn't taste bad though.
I'm gonna
Could
take
use to
like
cook some food.
a loose sheet of paper, just a blank sheet of paper out of one of my books, and just throw it at the ceiling, which is the floor, and just see what it does.
It gently floats down to the what is now
Ceiling
currently
where I'm
ground.
standing.
Yes, by your feet, as you would expect.
Are there torches in this room that we're in right now that are burning upside down still, or no?
Yes, every room you've been in so far has had those upside down wall sconces with upside down flames. Biltram, you'd be familiar with them at least as what's the word I'm looking for? Continual flame spells that have been cast into them.
Okay, all right. I was about to say, does it look like something that I recognize? Like it seems like pretty logical. I know what's happening, or is it like, the flames are burning at a weird, unnatural, not normal angle or something? Or yeah.
Now,
Okay.
definitely common magical stuff that you are all too familiar with.
All right, cool. Just checking. Well, Dalar, are you satisfied with your inspection of the table, or should we spend more time?
No, but I don't want to spend more time on it either. Just toss the leg back where it was.
Land with a clunk.
Doesn't even sound right. Oh well, what about this hole?
Yeah, I think
Well,
we need
How
to
far-
go down.
How far down does it go?
I must say that based on the strangeness of this structure, I would almost wonder if the right question to ask is how far up it goes, but down indeed. Let us try.
Can we actually tell how far down it goes?
The tunnel itself seems to be about 3 or 4 feet, but then it opens up into a room that's, 10-foot ceiling.
That's fine. I should be
Yeah,
fine.
it's fine. I'll
I
be
shouldn't
fine.
roll an ankle. I'll just drop down.
I'll go first.
All right.
I'll watch them go. That's fine.
Give me dexterity saves for your landing.
You're about to fucking roll an ankle?
I'm pretty sure that monks can take fall damage. Like, they don't take as much fall damage, though. So I might be okay.
That actually kind of sounds familiar. I seem to remember that.
It is a thing.
It is a thing. I don't remember if it kicks in at a certain level, though.
Let me look. I have it open.
And he's like, I promise. I'm fine. I swear.
4th level. No.
No.
Let me silence my phone real quick. It's fucking having a seizure.
Keep getting spotted over there.
Fucking being goddamn captured.
No, both of you land fine. Tora a little bit off balance, but you
I'll
land
No
fine.
damage.
No
I'll
damage.
stick my arms out for
Okay.
Biltram. I got you, Biltram. Come on.
Hey, does this mean advantage?
Hope so.
Yeah, if Dalar is catching, Biltram doesn't need to roll. Dalar just needs to make a strength save, or not a strength
I'm
save.
pretty
just a strength
fucking tall.
check.
I'm pretty big anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking like 6 foot something.
Yeah, but you still got someone dropping 8-10 feet down to your arms. That's
It's like
pretty
a fucking
tall.
child size, though.
Yeah, but it's still moving pretty fast. A 12's
Should
fine.
drop the child and hurt them.
So, you guys land down a floor. This room contains 2 metal cages, both badly damaged. Nearby, 2 roughly dug tunnels, one in the ceiling, one in the floor, lead to other areas. The one in the ceiling you just came through, the one on the floor you've not been through yet. Narrow windows along the bowed outer wall afford you a glimpse of the earth into which this structure impaled itself.
What are these things?
Giant metal cages.
Are they empty?
Yes. Got a tunnel down, and you've got a couple doors you can take a look at.
What's this?
It's a compactor! Get out of there!
That is a staircase that has since been filled with rubble and made unusable.
Okay.
It looks like the creature in Star Wars that eats things in the sand, but it's made out of metal.
Sarlacc.
This. Hey, there's lots of doors in here, guys.
Yeah, there sure are, aren't there?
You step into an upside-down room.
There's another
with-
table.
An upside-down table sits in the middle of this room, and books are scattered around it. Clinging to the bowed outer walls is an upside-down fireplace. Along that same wall is a window with nothing but hard-packed earth beyond it. This would be the room that most closely matches that picture that I showed earlier with the fireplace on the wall.
This place seems as though maybe it was teleported here into the earth, or perhaps it fell from a height that was teleported above the ground. But this does not seem like it's supposed to be here at all, given that the windows themselves are facing directly into the earth. I would think that this is strictly by magical means this got here, and it was not intended to be here originally.
That's a scary thought.
Indeed. I'm gonna just investigate and see if I can figure out like what the purpose of this room maybe was beforehand.
Yeah. It looks like it likely would have been a study room, perhaps for an apprentice wizard.
Okay, cool.
Similar to many places you've been before. It looks a little different, but same sort of function and decorum.
What's over here?
You find a staircase filled with rubble and impassable.
Damn it.
Partially buried under the rubble, you see the remains of a human skeleton and its tattered robes.
Huh. I wonder if it's a dead wizard.
It quite possibly could be. I could probably tell you whether it is or not.
And why don't you take a look, Beltram, see if it looks like it was a wizard.
Tora, that's a window. I just locked it so people wouldn't venture outside.
Trying to jump out the window that we're underground in.
Right. Does it look like it's a wizard or something like that, like an apprentice of some kind?
It's hard to tell who it was based off of the skeletons, but the robes do match with what a wizard might wear.
Okay, cool.
You also notice that one of its fingers seems to be missing from a otherwise relatively intact skeleton.
Interesting.
He's an assassin!
Right. Oh, it's Altair. Wow.
Oh my god. That's how he dies.
You found it. At long last.
So it would seem that there's quite possibly a dead wizard or mage of some kind, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's in this room over here?
The desk room contains shattered remains of a desk and some chairs. And as you step inside, you quickly notice that all sound in that room is muted. Everything goes silent once you step inside.
Turn to try and talk to them out the door, and what happens?
You can't hear. They can't hear you. You can't hear yourself. All completely silent.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Even if I'm in here too, I can't hear him.
Yep, can't hear anything. Completely silent.
Step out and say, "It seems someone must have casted some sort of mute spell in that room. Some type of silence."
That's scary. What an odd room to have this lounging about.
Indeed.
I imagine a wizard was probably using it for test work when this all happened and the collapse happened or whatever. Can't imagine they would just have this laying around all the time. That seems weird.
I'm gonna use detect magic spell just to know for sure what exactly it is being used in there.
Let's see.
Just because I want to know.
Damn it.
Definitely detect magic. Let me grab the school for you. Let's see. Yeah, you're getting strong illusion magic vibes from that room.
Okay.
Oh.
Very cool, very cool. As expected, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows how illusion works.
So is this a question? Is this the hole that went up or is this the hole going down?
That is the hole going down. The dotted ring is the hole going up.
Oh, okay.
The hole in the ground is the one that leads down. All of that from your perspective.
The dotted ring? What?
Oh.
I guess maybe you can't see
Yeah,
that
I don't know
ring.
if we can see that.
Yeah, I'm really confused right now about what you're telling me.
I don't know, but I think we're ready to go.
Okay,
down.
now I see it. Okay, now there's a little dotted circle.
I will make that clear on all floors.
Yeah, that way we can just know. 'Cause at first I thought I was like, is that the hole we came up from?
Nope, that is looking down.
Gotcha.
Similar.
That's good.
Yeah, similar sort of drop to the one you just came down.
When we look
Who's
down, do we see another room?
yeah. Yeah, just like looks pretty much like what you saw looking down from the floor above.
Ready to keep going?
So, question. If I basically slowly lower myself from the ledge down, how long of a drop is it? From basically where I'm standing to the floor?
Yeah, from floor to floor, it's about 15 feet.
Damn. I don't think I can close that much of a gap by basically grappling. I was thinking basically I'm going to lay down, I'm going to slowly lower myself into the hole, so I'm hanging on and then just drop down to make it so I have a easier drop to land.
It'd lower the drop to about 10 feet rather than 15. Give or take
I'll
a little.
do that. I figured it'd be a better chance of succeeding in any sort of check. I'll do that just to be a little bit safer as I go down.
Okay.
It lowers the actual drop by a bit.
Give me an athletics check to lower yourself, and then.
Woo. Fuck. Let me just clank.
Yeah, so you get down on one knee and then the other and start easing back up towards the edge, and then you find that your hands are slipping on a little bit of ice that was right by where you.
Oh god!
Give me a dexterity save with disadvantage.
Come on, baby, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious? Alright, now I gotta know. Is there gonna be another one? Okay. God damn it.
You.
You take 8 points of damage as you land with a thud.
Oh, that hurt! My back! Ah!
Okay.
Damn, it's like everything inside of me just exploded outward into one voice.
Ah! I just rolled 2 nat ones in a row and I fucking fell down a hole.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I don't know how I did that, but I did it. Did it real good.
And you were
I'm
trying
just
to
saying-
be extra careful.
I was
too.
trying to be careful going down a hole. I was like, I want to get down on my knees, go down as far as I can before dropping into this hole, and apparently I failed horrifically in every way I could have. Just took 8 damage from falling down.
I'm gonna jump down
know-
and be fine.
You know, obviously it was
Mhm.
one of those
Yep.
things where you got down on your knees and then angled yourself in the wrong position, in the wrong direction. And you're like, I should be fine doing it this way. And then fell like head first straight down into the hole.
It's like, how do I go down the hole? Oh, I know, I'll dive down it. Ah!
It's like watching somebody drunk trying to do the same maneuver.
You're alright.
Pretty much. The only thing that
I
makes
guess I
sense
will
right
be,
now.
but that hurt.
You need to take a little rest.
Are you offering?
I'm just asking if you need one.
Is this a table that I can sit on?
Let me give you your description for that room. Are the other 2 of you hopping down as well?
I'm down here
Yeah,
already.
whenever somebody can help me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Waypo's obviously going to be going wherever everybody else is going. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
assume he'll
give me
be
a
with us now.
dexterity save for your hop down Wayfo. And whoever wants to catch Biltram,
I'll do it this time.
Yeah,
Um,
somebody else please catch him on the way
strength
down.
check.
I was gonna say with that dex save, I could probably grab him by the scruff of the neck as I continue down.
Just grab him while you jump and just pull him in.
Yeah, you're hopping down Wayfo and you just grab Biltram by his coat and
Oh.
Just pull him and catch him on the way down.
and
Either
I
way,
Tor-
he's
stand there
getting
with
down
my
fine.
arms out.
Tora helps to stabilize both of you as you land. So, you all stand here and look around. This chamber appears to have been a wizard's laboratory, as evidenced by the upside-down storage cupboards and empty shelves fastened to the walls, the shattered glass and alchemical equipment strewn across the floor, and the arcane symbols painted on what is now the ceiling. In the middle of this space, 5-foot-wide passageway punched through the ceiling and floor lead to other levels. Near them, a partially collapsed wall exposes a room that lies beyond.
Oh, hey, look, more collapsed stairs.
Yes.
I
It
see
seems it's quite full of them here.
What do you
I-
see?
Just come over here.
Let's see. Wayfo was investigating the other room. In the room Wayfo took a look in, you see a stone altar attached to the ceiling of this otherwise empty semicircular room. An 8-pointed star is carved into the eastern face of the altar. And the other 2 of you are...
Lord, do you see this?
What is that? Is that a person?
Yeah. 2 of them.
As you look into the room, some effort has been taken to arrange the contents of this upside-down room, creating a functional office. A table stands in the middle of the room, surrounded by small stacks of books. Lying on the table is a whirring amulet on a chain. 2 figures stand behind the table. One is an undead warrior in studded leather armor, its dead gray flesh drawn tightly over its bones, and its face locked in a terrible scowl. The other is an attractive young man in cold weather clothing, his face beneath a frayed witch's hat. He displays studious eyes and a warm smile. He sees you guys poking in through the door. Welcome to the Lost Spire of Netheril, he says. The name is Dazan.
Hello, Jazan. How are you doing this fine day?
Oh, most excellent.
And what is this? The Lost Spire of what did he say?
Lost Spire of Netheril.
Netheril. So what are you doing all the way down in this tower?
Well, I am but a simulacrum of my creator, and this tower that you're in right now is but a fragment of what used to be a Netherese flying city that crashed nearly, what was it now, 2,000 years ago and lies somewhere under the nearby glacier.
Oh my. So have you just decided to take part and study up in here, or what? Or down here, I should say. You live down here, are you just studying?
I'm having difficulty actually seeing any walls. All I'm seeing is a black layout with gray grid.
Let's see.
Turned on no clip. Oh my god, he's going wherever he wants. What the fuck?
You just see a concert just floating through walls in a T-pose.
Yeah,
just dropping into the world.
Just fucking character model zips in.
Oh god, what do we do?
Run! Fucking run!
God's come to kill us all. He's got God mode on. Destroy us all.
That's how you know that simulation theory is for real whenever God fucking no clips into the world in T-pose and starts telling people what to do.
Yeah. Don't you know the simulation's breaking? Can't even fucking animate him properly.
Alright. Wayfar, I just dropped a fresh token for you on the map to see if that fixed it. It looks like you should have sight.
I can see the characters. If I stand somewhere over in this area, I can see like
that's because there's wall. That's the door is right here, and the walls are surrounding it, so that's why you can see the other characters through it.
Yeah, let me give you a screenshot real quick.
Yeah, so it sounds like you're just stuck in a void.
Yeah,
that's a little weird.
Your map has not loaded correctly. You might try reloading, see if it'll come.
So this is what it's supposed to look like. That probably makes a lot more sense than what you're seeing.
Oh yeah,
makes a little bit more sense than your void abyss that you're in.
Man, I'm still in the void abyss.
Apparently, Wayfo didn't make it down. Apparently, he fell into some weird trap in the wizard tower. Got teleported to the abyss. Now we get to go to hell for a second campaign to try and save the world.
I mean, if somebody is going to have a weird experience, would it not be the Warforged?
I mean, that's pretty fair.
He's like barely aware of the fact that he has a soul right now.
Yeah,
that sounds about accurate to what's going on.
I'm going to try reloading the map for everyone. See if maybe it's just acting weird with that.
Yeah, one person has an issue. Let's reload for all of society. This seems reasonable.
Hey man, you just forced us a bedtime in the Matrix. Right. Reboot it while everybody's sleeping. It's fine.
Okay, now I'm on Icewind Dale, but even that is just black with white lettering. Yikes!
It almost sounds like you're having a browser issue or something with it. Then, like your connection is jank.
Hold that
Did
thought,
you not pick your right
because
browser?
Because I think you just nailed it.
All right.
I was
Not
like,
pick the right browser at all.
everybody else is fine. The server seems fine.
Right?
And if I recall, was it Firefox that doesn't like the Foundry or something?
Yeah.
It is Firefox that does not like Foundry.
Yeah, I gotta use Chrome or something like that for it.
I'm in Firefox for now, and it's
Oh.
fine.
I'm not.
Maybe.
Firefox is more inconsistent. It sometimes works, it sometimes doesn't.
It also depends on what add-ons you have in there.
That's true.
Yeah.
Add-ons can do a lot.
There we go. Oh my word. Magic has just happened.
Hey.
Okay, much better now. You can see what's going on.
Oh yeah. Drunk Scott is able to see what's going on.
Hey, Wayfo, I think you got a little something in your eye. Just wipe the mud off the like wooden eye.
Right.
All right, that should help.
Wipe the mud off of his sensors. Oh wow, now I can see to back up. Thank you.
Dazan goes on to say, on the lowest level of this here inverted tower, my creator found a chamber that can turn illusions into reality. The life spark of a living creature is needed to activate its power. As a creation of snow and shadow, I have no life spark of my own, and Krintas here, my undead bodyguard, is no help either in this regard. I assure you the chamber can in no way harm anyone.
It's quite an interesting power that it has, though.
Quite.
Not to mention how elegantly you speak for someone who has no sentience of your own.
It's the power of magic for you.
Waypo looks over at the simulacrum, purposely looks down at his own body, pauses looking at his own body, looks back up at the simulacrum and says, "You don't say." And yet I have a conscience.
There are some who say that simulacrums do as well.
But do you? That is the important question.
I'd like to think that I do. But
then you should not have a master.
Being that I'm but simulacrum at the moment, I am bound to have a master. Though if the group of you might help with the chamber down below, perhaps I can become more than a simulacrum.
Do you have a name?
I'm Dazan.
Dazan? I am
Yes.
Waypo. I am but a machine. I was built by ancients. We think probably by dwarves, since they seem to be so masterful at such things, but perhaps it was the gnomes. We really don't know. But I was designed to imitate life of humanoids. And yet, I am here. I exist. I think on my own. I have freed myself of the shackles of those who used me as an inanimate object.
It's absolutely incredible what can be done these days.
My point is that if it is possible for me to do so, it is also quite likely possible for you to do so as well. Existence is nothing more than what one is able to will.
Indeed, I think you are right on that.
Therefore, I would say, get rid of your toy bodyguard because he is nothing more than a fallacy of what is actual existence. And focus on yourself. Improve upon yourself. Be what it is that you should be, and not what it is that your masters wish you to be.
That is where the difficulty comes in. Without the life spark that we hope can be granted by the chambers below, the simulacrum, my abilities to grow and become my own are limited by the nature of being a simulacrum.
Wayfo is going to look at the rest of the group. We should help him free himself from these shackles, so he may make his own decision as to what kind of person he wishes to be.
And how are you implying we do that?
How can we assist with this?
Well, like I said, there's a room next floor down that's got some magic in it that can turn illusions into reality. Being that the simulacrum is but an illusion spell, it is thought that it should work. However, it requires a life spark from something living to complete the process, so that is why I've been unable to do so on my own.
Then help walk us through it as to where we should go and how we should do it.
Of course. We'll need to head out here, head down a level, and
I'm glad I teleported.
it ties off a rope to a sturdy
We
shelf.
don't need ropes. We don't
Yeah,
need
we just
ropes.
throw ourselves down.
Yeah.
down
I am the rope.
Well, one of us just falls down. But
So Wayfo,
Wayfo will happily grab the rope and surf his way down there.
I should warn you, I heard something crawling around there the other day.
Woohoo!
Wahoo!
I should ask before we truly just disappear into the unknown. I would like to know, if by chance you could tell me who it is that built this place.
Now might not be the best time for questions.
I mean, we
Well,
consider
for
this
him it
happened
might be.
in the moments leading up to this.
Like, he's getting into this conversation as we're about to get devoured by something.
If he wants, he can just say, I think I can hear the things scuttling around down there right now. Maybe you should go. And I'll say, oh, right. You may be correct. I shall see you in a bit.
I mean, what fun is that?
As you guys all arrive at the bottom, he shouts down, we come from, we're Netherese.
Ah, okay. Very well. Thank you. As I'm more distracted now with what's in front of us.
What is in front of us?
Give me a nature check to identify.
Wait.
If it's a
I will
magical
insist.
beast,
I fucking know
would
what
I
it is.
have advantage?
I'm assisting Dalar with that.
I'm rolling myself and asking for advantage if it's a magical beast, maybe.
It is not magical, at least not greatly magical.
Alright, that's cool.
I feel like we're the fucking crocodile hunter. What do you think it is? Poke him with a stick.
He's angry.
He's a feisty one.
Oh, he's an angry little fella, isn't he?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say, given the, you've got moments down here before it turns and attacks you, you don't have time to help Dalar identify it. If you want to roll your own, you can. Otherwise, Dalar.
Okay.
We will go with Dalar's 7. Wayfo has not seen one either.
Dead.
Hi, puppy.
Don't pet it.
Who's a good boy?
damn it. He hit my die. I want to reroll.
How the fuck did I get a 2?
Apparently you're not ready.
Well,
Jesus.
You were talking to the guy on the way down. You're not ready, obviously.
Let's say I'm too split
Right.
between conversation and fighting. Yeah.
While they're fighting, just tell me the story.
just make it quick. They might need me
Edward.
later. Like next round.
All right. Wayfo, you are starting us off here.
Okay, I'm guessing this thing is extra bitey.
Yes. Its
Probably.
teeth look rather sharp.
Okay, so in that case, utilizing flurry of blows, I'm going to swing around here and give it a strike, and then I believe it's multiple strikes beyond that. I have to look it up.
Yeah.
I cannot find my flurry of blows for some reason. There it is. Immediately after I take an attack, I can spend 1 key to make 2 additional unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Okay,
Yep.
so I'm going to do a alt-click. Wacha. Whoops, I should have done that with advantage. There we go.
That hits.
Okay. And then Wacha. Wacha.
That's a hit and a hit. 3
So
hits.
11 damage. 1 turn. The monk is done.
The monk has done his duty.
Yeah, just wait until my magic missile. I'll show you 11 damage. God damn it.
Tora, it is your turn.
Okay.
Monk number 2.
Yeah.
At first, I'm gonna hit it with my staff. Do I have advantage in my flanking?
Yes, from there you would have advantage. That's a hit.
And then,
Don't forget to target it.
oh, how? I got.
Alt left
Ow.
click. Alt plus left
Makes
click.
no sense.
And then,
Yeah.
only unarmed.
Okay.
Come back in 2 seconds. Grab it.
Another fantastic hit.
And then I'm done.
All right. Dalar.
You know, I'm just gonna keep it simple. I want to use my scimitar to hit it.
Okay.
Cha! I had to click the button. What the fuck? Why did that? Okay, never mind. Where's the damage roll on it? What the fuck?
I don't know. I didn't roll damage.
I guess I gotta roll damage separately for this one. That's weird. Okay, that was weird. I was like, why did I roll 2 20s? I guess I rolled it for advantage, but then why did it not just roll damage? Wait, what? That was weird. I don't know if that worked quite right.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it did that.
That was... Yeah, I clicked on it and I clicked standard roll.
Yeah, that one went normally.
Formula 1d20 plus 2 plus that bonus. That was weird. I just had advantage. I don't know what happened there. That was weird.
Yeah, that damage worked too. I don't know.
Something janked up a little bit. It's not used to me using my scimitar. I haven't used it since like the 3rd session. Probably forgot I had it. Oh well.
Let's see. The beast is up. What's it gonna do?
Obviously, it's gonna panic.
Hopefully.
Yeah, it seems like a good option. So Dalar is the most in front of it at the moment. It's gonna look at you, Dalar.
Okay.
Oh, not the look of doom.
I need a Constitution saving throw.
He just fucking looked at me.
Yeah.
You got a fucking nasty stink eye or something?
Apparently so.
Oh, one of the nastiest.
Oh, petrified. Oh. That'd be a bitch to get me out.
Yeah. Fortunately, you succeeded on your save.
See,
So
because I'm an alcoholic, I have to have a good constitution.
Biltram?
Somehow that makes a lot of sense, I gotta say. How's it looking? It's looking pretty ragged, or is it looking like it's just having a good time?
It is currently listed as badly injured.
Oh, I forgot you can hover over it, can't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, I'm just gonna try. This didn't work the last time I did it, but I'm just gonna try it again now.
Oh, that spell that you could have sworn failed.
And I was using it on goblins too, so it's like you gotta be fucking kidding me. But let's just see if it
Maybe that creature. Maybe this creature is smart enough too to not die to it.
Just watch it have like a higher bonus to intelligence than the goblins did, and I'm just fucking wasting my time with this spell.
Hey, it's a dumb animal. It's a big dumb idiot. If it would have succeeded, it would have had to have like a 20 almost, like an 18.
Alright, so that's 4 points of damage, and it will subtract a 1d4 from its next saving throw that it makes before the end of its next turn, should that happen.
Then after that, I'm gonna move further away. Actually,
Okay.
It's like one space kind of further away. So.
Hey, every foot counts sometimes.
Right.
Wayfo?
He might not be back yet. Oh, he's just muted.
I am just muted. Wayfo's gonna smack it with his spear.
That's a rather potent strike there. Well done. Is that it for you?
That is indeed.
Alright. Tora, it is your turn.
Okay. I'll start with this again.
So that hits.
Oh, okay. Then I'll do an unarmed strike as my bonus action.
Okay.
Oh wait, I forgot to roll with advantage. 1 second. Okay, yeah.
All right. Dalar, you're up. It has looked at you. You are looking at it.
There's some romantic bedroom music playing in the background.
Chicka wow wow. Let me try my standard roll again. Okay, it worked that time. Didn't work the first time, but it worked that time. Didn't he know he's not my type? As I put my scimitar away.
Obviously, it knows now.
Well, yeah, I'm not a necrophiliac, so it's definitely not my type.
It's safe now.
All right. Dazan Simulacrum hops down, as does Kreentas. Let's see where we're at. And now that yeah, you've killed the giant hulking 8-legged reptile with glowing eyes. Looking about the room now, you see rusty tableware, shattered plates, broken chairs lying about amid 2 tables. As Wei Fo ventures across the hallway there, the bed in this room is upside down and on the floor. Its rotted blankets peeking out from underneath a disintegrating mattress, mounted to the north wall. Mounted to the north wall is a tall, cracked mirror in a stone frame that merges seamlessly with the surrounding wall. Lying underneath 2 dirt-clogged windows is a partially crumbled, rime-covered human skeleton in the tattered shreds of a nightgown. All right. You're over there when you do that. And Wei Fo, it moves to attack you. A little wispy thing pops out.
I'm sorry, but you are supposed to be dead.
You okay over there, Wei Fo?
Yeah, you hear Wei Fo raising his voice conversationally, saying, I'm sorry, but you are supposed to be dead.
Wei Fo, what are you doing over there?
All right. Biltram, give me a fresh initiative if you would like to participate in what may or may not ensue.
No, I'm good. I'm going to count this one out, actually.
All right.
Sorry, I thought I did it already.
No, you're fine.
Just stand there and have a conversation with the Vine.
Yeah, I'm not a part of this, so I don't know what's going on.
I don't know these people. I'm not fighting.
All right, Tora, you're up first. You hear Wei Fo talking to something in the other room.
Wait, what was that?
I think you can go. Yeah, right there is about the extent of your range.
And that was 30 feet. Oh wait, I can move 40 feet actually. 40 feet.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, keep going then.
I've got. And what do I see when I come in here?
It's a little wispy, blob, floaty thingy.
Does it look like it's going to attack?
Yes.
I will try to hit it with my staff.
Alright.
Does it?
A 19
damage?
hits just barely.
Okay. Does it take the damage?
That is a good question. Yes, it does take bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And I guess for my bonus action, I'll just try to unarmed strike.
Alright.
Damn.
Damn, son.
Nicely
Where'd
done.
You find this?
And then that's it for me.
Kill it yourself, why don't you?
Don't save any for the rest of us.
I don't
The
even
crit
want to
train
help
is
now,
a
guys.
coming.
Being that just took a lot of damage from Tora, it's going to turn to Tora. Maybe. Oh, the attack roll for that's not going to work right now, so I'll do it the old-fashioned way.
What?
It can't hold that many die.
That's a 23 against Tora. I think that hits.
Mhm.
And it shocks you rather violently for 12 points of damage. Dalar.
Okay. Come careening around the corner. Let's see. See, I was here, so I got 5 and 15, 20. What is? Can I run past Tora behind it, or are they kind of blocking the way in this room?
I would say it's big enough you could move through there, you just can't stop there.
Cha cha. I think I can get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go to here. Stop hurting Tora! And, I gotta select a target! I don't fucking know how to fight a wisp, so we're gonna try and hit it with a scimitar. See if that works.
The 19 just barely hits it. And it seems to dissipate and sputter out.
Waypo is going to check to see what it is that this thing was trying to defend, to protect.
Let's see. I'm gonna use a cure wounds on Tora.
Oh, thank you.
Cha. Fucking get healed, bitch.
Thanks.
And then I'm gonna use one on myself since I haven't actually healed myself at all from face planting. Hey.
I'll kind of go back over here and talk to our new companion here. Do you get wisps and spirits here much?
I suppose they not unheard of. Wayfo, as you search the corpse it rose from, or I guess a skeleton, it doesn't seem to be much more than some crumbly old bones.
Absolutely nothing worth defending anything at all here. It's completely void.
Indeed.
I'll go check over the mirror, wherever that's at.
All right.
I'm checking out this room.
All right, we will get to your room, Dalar, in a moment. Yeah, you find the mirror. It's a little bit cracked, a little bit damaged, but mostly intact. Seems to have survived rather well, considering all of what everything else looks like.
Inspecting it, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary about it.
Give me an investigation check. Best you can tell, seems to be an ordinary mirror.
Okay.
Alright, so that next room there. The walls of this chamber are inscribed with interconnected runes marred with cracks. What is now the ceiling bears similar inscriptions that swirl inward, converging around a golden crystal disc 5 feet in diameter. And as you enter the room for the first time, Dalar, you being the one to do so, an illusory figure appears upside down in the far corner of the room, standing on the ceiling. It appears to be the same long-faced human wizard depicted on the statues just inside the Spire's entrance. It begins speaking in a strange, possibly forgotten language.
I swear to God, when he first put that, I thought that's what it was saying in some weird language, and then I read it.
I'm dancing on to ceiling.
Dancing on the ceiling. What is this? I want to pull out a notebook and start jotting down what he's saying, just in case. Unless it becomes pertinent, I don't need to actually know exactly what it is, but I'm just jotting down what I can make it out to be. Whatever bits and pieces I get. Whatever sounds I can interpret in a link in common.
Well, I mean, none of it's common, but you can give me an intelligence check to try and phonetically spell it out.
I speak celestial. Is it that?
God fucking.
No, it is not celestial. It is not a language any of you know. Yeah, so Dalar, you're trying to listen to it, and have you ever listened to like some of those tribes over in Africa that speak with like the clicks and stuff?
Oh God,
this isn't that necessarily, but it might as well be, with as just how strange it is and how impossible to figure it out.
Is this even Morse code or something? This doesn't add up. What does it mean? What's going on?
Obviously, it's just a perfectly normal language, only he's using the word penis when he's actually using any proper noun.
Does it appear that the apparition or the image that we're seeing in front of us is actually aware of our presence and like is trying to communicate something to us specifically, or is it almost like a replay of something in the past or something like that?
It does seem to loop itself a little bit almost as it as almost if it's a recording.
I'm limited
Seems
by
that-
the technology of my time.
Yeah, you must ask the right questions. It seems that it's not actually here. Whatever this is, it's something that's occurred before, and it's just saying the same thing over again. I'm not sure what it's saying, but I don't think it's not a ghost, and it's not speaking to us directly.
Been around this room a couple of times before, and it's not harmed us so far. Don't foresee it harming anything this time either.
Is he in this corner?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go touch it.
Alright, you reach up to it and touch it, and your hand glides right through it.
And you instantly die.
I instantly become the fireball.
I am the fire.
How weird.
It's quite strange. You happen to know what it's saying, since you've been around it before? Or I should say for much longer than we have?
I've tried translating it, but I don't know the language, and I can't learn the language.
I see. But you would be inclined to believe that this is someone who used to live here that's long dead.
It seems a reasonable inference from the situation.
Interesting.
Perhaps you would have some better idea what these runes around the room might mean than I do. I've tried studying those as well, and I can't quite make heads or tail of them.
Perhaps, yes.
Give me an Arcana check if you'd like to do so.
Yeah. Oh boy. That's what I like. That 26.
Oh my god.
Alright, so you get the long version. So you do... First off, you do verify that their purpose is to transform illusory creatures or objects into real ones. You also, read the fine print in the runes that the rune chamber can't produce magic items, animated objects, constructs, or undead. A life spark is needed to turn an illusory creature into a physical one, acting much like a spark of electricity. It gives the room a jolt. It needs to complete the transformation. No such component is needed for objects, though. And the cracks on the wall have damaged enough of the runes to compromise the room's magic, which might give rise to unexpected results.
Okay. From the runes, am I able to detect when it says a life spark is required to create life? Does that mean that it's going to exchange one life for another?
As far as you can tell, there is no life exchange. It's more of the, it needs, it's like, draining a little bit from a battery. Battery's still got some power.
Okay.
It needs that desire, that will. The spark of life. To spark life.
That makes sense. Well, I will communicate that as you spoke it to the team. and let him know that you know, it might be questionable as to whether or not we will get the intended result with the room in the state that it's in.
Okay, so then the first question is it possible to repair the runes?
Does my Arcana check also cover that?
We'll say that it does.
Okay.
Possible? Sure. It might require a lifetime of study and construction to do so, but it's certainly possible.
Well, the short answer is no, Big Cheese.
Well, then we should just try it the way it is.
The simulacrum goes and stands over the golden disc that's on the ceiling, and you start to see little magical motes floating about the room and flying about, and all I think now is I need is a spark from a willing donor.
Weipo will walk over and go, "How do I give a spark?"
I think you just touch me and it works.
Weipo will reach out with a finger and poke.
Okay. Weifo, can you roll a D100 for me?
How much life force is he giving up? 100%.
And guess what? You rolled wrong, bud. That was the wrong one.
And this, boys and girls, is what happens when you fuck up in D&D.
Step 1. Roll a new character.
Step 2. Try not to be stupid again.
Don't make the same mistake, you fucking idiot.
Step 3. Ultimately fail and make the same mistake.
Step 3. Do it again.
It's almost like you're speaking from personal experience with this party.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just living my best lives.
Multiple.
So, the moment that Weifo touches Dazan's simulacrum, the room is filled with a bright flash and magical energy flying about the room in quite a spectacle. Once your eyes all readjust to it, the simulacrum standing there. I think it worked.
But what happened?
Well, I'm real now.
Yeah, Weipo is totally gonna poke him again.
I mean, you could have poked me before, but something just feels different inside. That I'm no longer the mere illusion that I was, but I'm now who I should be, who I am.
So are you part Warforged now?
No,
Is this how Warforged procreate?
I do not believe so. I believe that this is now where he needs to start making his own choices in life. You must decide who it is that you are to be.
First, I must know how it feels. Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel particularly purposeful now?
it feels different. That much I know.
See,
Very
detailed.
It's just hard to put into words. I mean, I've never felt anything quite like it.
Quite all right. I'm sure someday you will find the words.
Well, this is quite momentous indeed.
We are glad
So-
to have been of assistance to you.
Oh, you have been most helpful. So much to do now that I can actually learn and become more.
And remember, it's not all about work. You must learn to experience life in all the different forms that it has. And it's not just learning about power. It's learning about simple things.
So much to do. This will be great.
Like, have you ever had anything to drink? Waco is saying this, unslinging his brewer supply kit that he has been slow brewing for a special occasion. And this seems like one.
Well, I certainly retained my creator's memories when he created me, and I do remember drinking, though I've not done so since he made me.
Oh,
I
I can assure you, memories are nothing like actually experiencing it. And Waifo will pour some of his special dwarven spirits for Biltram and for our newfound friend. And of course for himself, you know.
Of course.
And anybody else who wants some, I guess, you know.
Of course, I'll take some.
Well, what do you feel like doing with your newfound freedom? Hopefully nothing treacherous.
Take over the tri-state area.
Well, a lot to do. I think my first order of business is, the original Dazan did not leave me a spell book. I have to remake that and write out what I know into it before I forget.
That would seem a good idea.
A group of you. I never did ask what brought you here.
Adventure.
Dude, I was literally just about to say the same thing.
I just kind of look from left to right and just adventure. We heard about a tower out here. We wanted to check it out.
Waifo constantly wonders that each and every day.
We were told that a wizard was burned at the stake for hiding the location of this mysterious pyre, and we wanted to see for ourselves why he felt the need to hide its location from the rest of the populated masses out about, and as well as the fact that there are some, I guess, personal desires as to knowledge and I guess the goings on of this place for some of us, such as myself.
I'm hoping we'll find other Warforged or history about us.
Well, it's a shame to hear about that wizard burning. It sounds like that was Dazan. The real, original Dazan. I am Dazan now.
Then you are Dazan. He is no more.
Indeed.
Does this mean that
I guess you could say you're Tuzan.
You could say that, or you could opt not to say that, and just say that you're Dazan. Yeah.
Some
And
things
be the
are
best
better.
Dazan that you are.
Some things are better thought than said.
Perhaps you're right, but I think that needed to be said.
Fair enough. Well, being that you're all adventurers, thinking back to when I was made, or some of the discussions I had with the original design, um, might you might all be of help to me.
What do you have in mind?
Oh, I am certainly not the only wizard out here. Are a couple of others that I particularly don't get along well with. They have uh, bad intentions, I shall put it. If you could, I don't necessarily ask, or expect you to be actively seeking them out, but keep them in the back of your mind, and if you run across them, make it so that you will never run across them again, if you catch my drift.
What have some of them done that are so bad?
Oh, the slowing
Are we
progress.
talking? Let's say, are we talking tax evasion? Are we talking mass genocide? These are two different crimes.
Not so much crimes against the general public. They're more wizards with viewpoints opposed to my own, getting in the way, slowing things down, trying to hamper, stop progress, or even sometimes going so far as to want to harm me and the other design. Wouldn't be surprised if one of them was the one that finally got design turned in and killed.
Do you have a list of names for us to keep in mind, or do we just have to interrogate every single wizard we find?
Oh no, I certainly wouldn't ask for that. Be above and beyond. I have a list of names for you if you'd like.
That would probably be helpful.
First up, there's Erevis, the Tiefling Evoker. She delights in destruction. Her weakness is her paranoia. She can't bring herself to trust anyone except maybe her two gargoyle companions, and even they are suspect. There's Nas Lantamir. He's a human diviner. Yeah. She likes to pry knowledge from others by reading their thoughts. Her weakness is that she's always looking ahead and never behind. And last and certainly not least, Veline Harpel is a human necromancer, as cold and uncaring as the corpses she animates. She's a withered old fool whose greatest asset, her family name, does her no good up here in Icewind Dale. And a fourth one I will show out there. A friend to Veline Harpel, another necromancer. A wizard goes by the name Tilden Youngheart. He's always trying to hide what he's been doing. Not quite as cold and uncaring as Veline, but trouble nonetheless. And I will paste those details into the chat, so...
Okay.
So
I can fix all the typos and names that I have?
Yeah. Let's see there.
Oh, man.
Alright, let's see how badly this jumbles up the formatting. A little bit, but not too bad. Let me try that again. It goes better before I messed with it. Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
Oops, I misspelled that. It's supposed to be an I and tilde, not a Y.
Okay.
Oh, rolled for insight just to see by chance if it seems that this guy has been planning or scheming this plan here for a long time, and if maybe seems there's any ulterior motives or nefarious activities planned behind this tasking.
You get the feeling that the simulacrum, at least, has been thinking about this for quite some time, though perhaps up till now has lacked the resources, either in personal ability or knowing the right people to get the job done. But it's something that's been on his mind for a while.
I would ask him to clarify the motive again, just where he wants us to do this because they're just dangerous magic users, basically.
Yeah. Pretty much what it comes down to. The dangerous to both to Dazan and in varying degrees to the general populace.
So, what by chance are Zan's dealings with these characters in the past? Might I inquire as to the simulacrum?
Well, our disagreements with each other have been anywhere from major arguments to trying to kill each other. All of them have taken attempts at mine or Dazan's life many times before. A large part of why I was made originally. His plan was to... Well, he hadn't quite mastered the clone spell yet, but he was hoping to use the magic of the Spire to find another way around that, to create me as a simulacrum, and used magic here to bring me to life.
Do you think that Dazan's recent demise may be because of one of these characters?
I have not left this tower, so I can't speak for sure, but it would not surprise me one bit. Which one it was, it's hard to say, but I could see any of them being involved.
Your disagreements in the past were often simply over, well, I suppose, related things or differences in action amongst the public. Any specific things that maybe we should know that could help us identify these enemies, adversaries?
I mean, it's rather unlikely that you'll just be walking down the street and see one proudly flaunting themselves out in the open. Unfortunately, I don't know that I have much else to provide.
I just meant that perhaps if there was some kind of specific incident that we could know of the struggles with these adversaries in the past, perhaps we'd have a place to start our search.
Ah, gotcha. The few incidents that were ever actually public, many of these happened within the confines of studies in the midst of arguments or out in the wilderness searching for supplies or traveling somewhere. None of us are much the types to start a fight in the middle of a tavern.
Understood.
I don't have anything to offer you immediately, but once I head into town and get supplies to start remaking a spell book, I'm more than happy to provide spell scrolls and the like as I can. And as a way of saying thank you for your work here and in the future.
This would be greatly appreciated.
Well, you're welcome to spend the night in here if you so wish. Otherwise, I'll be heading out probably tomorrow or the day after myself to get to my shopping that I need to do.
Well, if anything, we should probably go back to our companion who was waiting up top for us.
I'm sure they will be most happy to see you.
Indeed. Get on the way from there.
So I figured our work here is done.
Where should we intend to contact you with any issues or I guess questions about the job?
I suppose I've got a sending stone upstairs. A pair of sending stones. I could give you half of it, and I'll keep the other for myself. You get once a day, a message once a day each direction. I think that should be sufficient. Just have to be careful about usage.
Indeed, that would seem to be plenty enough for our purposes, I would assume.
Excellent. Well, let's head back up a floor and I'll go grab it for you.
Many thanks.
Let's see. Magic items. Alright. Biltram, you now have a sending stone in your inventory.
Woo! Sending stone, yeah!
Party!
And can I get a perception check from everyone?
Oh boy.
So, Wayfo and Tora, definitely not Biltram, he's too fascinated looking at his sending stone. But Wayfo and Tora, you two hear the sound of what seems to be several beings rummaging around several floors up.
Oh,
We must kill them all.
There will be no survivors.
You will not survive.
I'm very spooked because I can't hear them myself, actually.
Belgian thinks we're all fucking going insane.
Just notice you all looking up at the ceiling, and I'm like, oh no, what is it? Are we dead?
Have I died?
I hate to say it, guys, but I'm afraid that I am pretty much fading out right now.
Well, this is a perfectly fine place to call it for the night. It was either going to be right before or right after this fight, but before is perfectly fine.
Okay. I appreciate it, because, yeah, I am just about done. I've had a very long day.
No
That's good.
worries.
Need to get more sleep anyway, because I've been sick. I didn't sleep hardly at all last night. Had a really busy day today, and just been wiped out.